For years, I had crafted a life I believed was flawless. I had the ideal career, a stunning home, and a wife I adored deeply. Her name was Lena, and we'd been married for 5 years. We met in university, growing side by side as partners, weathering life's triumphs and struggles together. She was my entire world, or so I convinced myself. But as time slipped by, I detected subtle shifts. At first, they were minor, easy to dismiss. Lena grew more withdrawn, prioritizing outings with her circle over evenings at home. Our chats turned stiff, and the fiery connection we once shared dimmed. I refused to acknowledge it, but a gnawing suspicion settled in. I just couldn't pinpoint why. Then, the clues sharpened. She attended frequent work gatherings. I was never asked to join. I brushed it off until one fateful night. I arrived home early, hoping to surprise Lena with a candlelit dinner to mend our growing rift. As I stepped into the living room, I froze. There was Lena, nestled too close to my closest confidant, Daniel. Their laughter hung in the air, but something felt off. A glance between them, a touch that lasted a heartbeat too long. My mind raced. Was I imagining things? Yet a cold dread coiled in my gut. The following days blurred. Lena carried on as usual, but my unease festered. I began scrutinizing every detail I'd once ignored. Then the devastation struck. One evening, Lena sat me down, her expression unreadable. "I'm pregnant," she said. My breath vanished. We'd always been careful. A child was never part of our plan. Before I could process it, she added, "The baby is yours." For a heartbeat, relief flickered, until her pause iced my veins. I stood frozen, unsure how to react. A part of me yearned to trust her. Truly did, but that relentless doubt clawed at me. The way Lena had been acting, the way Daniel had suddenly become so present, this couldn't be mere chance. Every instinct screamed that something was wrong, but I needed proof before I dared to accuse her. That night, sleep never came. I tossed and turned, dissecting every memory. The harder I analyzed, the clearer the ugly truth became. A horrifying thought seized me. What if the child wasn't mine? What if Lena had been deceiving me all along? Driven by desperation, I vowed to uncover the truth myself. I monitored Lena's routines, hunting for cracks in her stories. I needed irrefutable evidence, something to shatter the illusion she crafted. Soon, the facade crumbled. One evening, I tailed her after she claimed to be meeting friends. Instead, she sneaked off to see Daniel. From the shadows, I watched them cling to each other, their lips locking before they vanished into a nearby inn. Nausea surged through me. The agony of betrayal was crushing, yet I stayed silent. I required more. For weeks, I compiled my case, scouring her text social media, even enlisting a discreet detective. Each clue cemented my nightmare. Lena and Daniel's affair had spanned months, and now she dared to claim his child as mine. But I refused to play the fool. My counterattack began. I secured a confidential paternity test for after the birth and duplicated every shred of evidence. Hotel invoices, snapped photos, screenshots, the investigator's dossier. I needed bulletproof certainty. When the baby arrived, I struck. Lena feigned innocence, but I held the damning DNA results. That night, I summoned her to the living room, the envelope trembling in my grip. Her face drained of color as I thrust it at her. "This ends now," I said, my tone icy. "The child isn't mine. You've manipulated me for months." She sputtered denials, but the truth was inescapable. I refused to let her weave another falsehood. "You deceived me," I said, my voice heavy with pain. "You betrayed me with my closest ally, then used a child to chain me to your lies. But no more, I'm walking away." The following days swirled in a haze of rage, disbelief, and shattered trust. I initiated divorce proceedings at once. I wanted nothing from Lena, not a cent. I'd already lost too much. But I was determined to reclaim my life, to escape the poisonous bond that had consumed my recent years. The legal battle was grueling, but I stood firm. My meticulously collected proof, Lena's infidelity, the paternity results, the devastation she'd caused, left no room for her distortions. She resisted, of course, fabricating excuses to shift blame. But facts don't lie. When the trial arrived, I stood unshaken, my case irrefutable. The magistrate reviewed the dossier, messages, photos, the stark DNA report. The verdict came swiftly. Divorce granted, no alimony, no ties. Stepping out of the courthouse, I felt unburdened, as if I'd shed an anchor. Healing took time. Some mornings the ache still clung, but gradually I rebuilt. My true friends rallied around me. Though Daniel tried to apologize, I severed him from my world. Loyalty matters. Months later, I ventured into dating again. Cautiously, I relearned trust. Then I met Mira, genuine, transparent, a woman who cherished me without games. We forged a bond rooted in integrity and mutual devotion. As for Lena, rumors trickled back. She and Daniel floundered, their sham relationship crumbling, but their fate no longer concerned me. The lesson was clear. I'd risen from the ashes of their deceit, reclaiming my self-worth, my joy, and my future. I'd won,